All right, Sloppy. Battery died. I mean, ran out of space. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease." The black Native American women are the women that are at ease that the Bible is speaking about. How are y'all at ease? Y'all don't care what the scriptures got to say. Y'all only care what the white man got to say. So y'all at ease. Y'all comfortable. Y'all living it up. Y'all traveling. Y'all don't give a care about what's going on in the world, even though the Battle of Armageddon already started. Even though you got a race war right around the corner. Y'all are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Right, y'all don't care about righteousness. Y'all care about wicked. Y'all care about what Rihanna got to say. Y'all care about what Beyonce got to say. Y'all care about what Rihanna got to say. Y'all don't want to know what righteousness is. Many days and years shall ye be troubled. And y'all be in trouble in these times. Y'all welfare getting cut off. Y'all can barely make ends meet. You got inflation going on. Inflation eventually going to turn to hyperinflation, and you're not going to be able to afford anything. That's part of the trouble that's coming. The diversion, equity, and inclusion. Y'all lost y'all jobs at the top, 70,000 plus. And they're not even allowing y'all to get them jobs. Y'all know, they know white folks don't even want us at the top working with them anyway. That's why Trump passed that law. And they weren't giving no black man at the top unless he was half a fan. So that was for y'all. That was for the black woman. They took them jobs away for black women. They passed them laws for black women, Latin and Native American women. They don't want y'all up there. The black man been not having a seat up there. The black man been in the streets hustling for his. It says, many days and years shall ye be troubled. You got a race war at hand. What y'all gonna do when the race war kick off? Because y'all not finna fight no white man. And the white woman is in training right now. MMA, boxing, jiu-jitsu. It says, ye careless women. It says, for the vintage shall fail. That vintage, if you hold the hands to the white people, that's what's gonna fail. Y'all think these white people gonna hold hands with y'all, buddy going into the kingdom of heaven? The Carmelo Anthony situation showing you that they don't give a fuck about blacks. That other young black boy that just got killed by that Chinese man showing you that they don't give a fuck about blacks. For the last 5, 6, 7 years, they've been gunning black men down in the street and black women. They don't care about y'all. There would not be no holding hands with this white man in these times. Y'all will not be able to live it up in a society with this white man in this times, man. That's over with. It says, the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare. You women are being stripped and made bare. Meaning, all of y'all wickedness is being uncovered. That's why they got the MGTOW movement, where black men are passport bros, where black men are going across seas for women. That's why they got the MGTOW movement, where black men are going their own way and saying, fuck the black woman. Because y'all wickedness is being uncovered. Y'all are hoes. Y'all are trifling. Y'all passing STDs around. Y'all got multiple men and y'all think that's okay. That's against the Bible, and men are sick of it. Y'all think that a man's supposed to take care of y'all and go all the way on while y'all don't pay nothing. That's against the Bible. It says, and girt sackcloth upon your loins. Position of mourning. In the ancient world, when they girded sackcloth upon their loins, that means they were in a position of mourning. Meaning y'all going to be put through all types of hell that's going to have y'all begging, crying, and pleading. And you see these videos, you see those videos on YouTube right now. Y'all can't find men. Y'all can't get jobs. A lot of y'all bitches live out of y'all vans, out of y'all cars. Y'all are in a state of mourning. Y'all welfare getting cut off. They making everything too strict. You don't have no one to watch your kids. You're losing your jobs. That's why y'all in a position of mourning right now today. Why? Because y'all want to be careless. Y'all want to go against the Bible. Women are supposed to be dressed in modest apparel, not sex worker clothes. You even got the little girls wearing sex worker clothes. Spandex. To where you see their private parts. You black women, you Latin women, and you Native American women, y'all are out of order. That's why when this race war pop off, the vast majority of y'all gonna die first. This second Ezra, chapter 16. Verse 33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The virgins is talking about the women, the young women who are virgins. They're not going to have any men to protect them when all hell break loose. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. You women that thought it was cool to be single and by yourself, a career woman, y'all not gonna have no men when them riots start neither. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. All this precept is saying is that you blacks, you Latin, and you Native American women will not have any men in these coming days. In these days that we're living in now, but even more so in the days to come. Why? In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed. You see all those wars going on over there? Trump already sending troops over there right now as we speak. They passed a law for automatic registrations. Who you think they finna send over there? You blacks, Latins, and Native American men? What y'all think y'all exempt from fighting in this man's war? Y'all not exempt. But the women gonna be left behind. It says, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed. Your husbands are going to die over there in the wars. They're not coming back. and their husbands shall perish of famine. They're going to starve to death. Because right while that war is going on, you're going to have some ethnic tensions are going to turn violent in this place. There's going to be death everywhere in these streets because of the riots in the near future. There's going to be famines, which is lack of food. There's going to be pestilence, which means diseases. You see small examples of that happening right now, and then the COVID-19 was one of the greatest examples. But the newest example is with these screwworms, which is a pestilence, and they're locking down certain cities in Texas. I have to recheck up on the information because they keep coming out with more and more articles. So I'm pretty sure that screwworm is spreading. That's a pestilence according to the Bible. And them certain cities are going to be quarantined off because them animals are going to be killed and they don't want it to spread. So that's going to bring in the famine. They already announced the quarantine on Texas, certain cities in Texas, because of that. What will you do in them days? Because you can't hunt. All you can do is shake your ass. All you can do is be a prostitute, a whore. The black woman know how to fight to a certain degree. A small, very small, very small degree, but the white woman is training militarily. Got combat skills. These white people got militias going on. Latin Native American women are in these clubs as hoes and prostitutes. Not prepared, just careless. Y'all will not make it in these days to come. The second Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. And that's what I've been speaking to you since I've been out here. Nation against nation, nationality against nationality, kingdom against kingdom, the Third World War, Battle of Armageddon. America and Russia are going to eventually lock horns. Iran and Israel have already locked horns. Iran and America have already locked horns. That's kingdom against kingdom. That's prophecy. We've been telling y'all this since we came in the truth, on whatever year brothers came in the truth. It says, 2 Ezra 15:1, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, says the Lord. Right. We getting this from the Bible. Coming right up the Bible. KJV. This is the King James Version Bible I'm reading right now. All you gotta do is get the Bible and follow along. It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Right, so don't be afraid. Well, somebody say they're going to do unto you. Like they could tell you that they're going to shoot you. Don't be afraid of that. That's an imagination. Let not the incredulity, the unbelief of your people that don't believe, of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Right, don't let that trouble you, that they don't believe, and they speaking against you. They're mocking you, saying you don't know what you're talking about. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. That's why so many people dying now today. Because they don't believe in the word. They're not taking heed to the prophets, the apostles, the teachers. Yes, I am an apostle. Yes, I am a prophet, a teacher of the scriptures. The Bible said that the prophets were going to be sent in the last days to teach the word on the highways and byways, not in the church. The Bible said you're not supposed to be in the church. The Bible said the church is condemned. The church don't teach that that Jesus was a black man. The church don't teach that the angels are black men. The church don't teach that the prophets were black men. Who do you think was over there in the land of Israel? Black men, not white men. So that means that the church blessed the house of Satan. Anybody that's going to church right now today going to be put to death. This 1 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 9. For I think that the Most High has set forth us, the apostles, last. Right, the Lord sent his apostles in the last days. That's what that's speaking on. As it were appointed to death. So if I got to be killed while I'm doing the ministry, that's what's just going to have to happen. The Lord went through it. The apostles went through it. The prophets went through it. The famous apostles that you look up to, Peter, Paul, Stephen, John, they all were put to death for the ministry. It says, for we are made spectacles unto the world, and to angels, and to men. Right, man? People are mocking us, making fun of us for teaching the word. That's being made a spectacle. They think this is a joke. The angels on the left-hand side are mocking us as well. But that's the lot that we got. For doing what? The truth, man.